What happened at Uromi is self-defense. Because I don't understand why a particular region can walk freely with daggers and with guns, but other people cannot walk freely with daggers and guns.
Totally condemn the waste of life, the killing in Uromi. Extrajudicial killing has no place in our country, and we totally abhor it.
Absolutely.
But let's go back to the facts of the matter. 16 dingons. What I know about hunting, and I've gone on hunting expedition many times. You hunt in the bush in your locality. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I think you also said it. I've never heard of traveling many state lines to go and hunt somewhere. It's normally around your locality. Also, where the role of the government comes in, prior to this time, there has been a constant repetitive action of kidnappers in Uromi. Uromi, around the Ubiaja area, around that Irua area, up till Ikeke. Most of those axes have been inundated by cases of kidnapping. And I know those axes because I traveled around there and I know. And the government had not done anything to stem the tide. Hence, even people now trusting the vigilante. Because people trusting the vigilante that have now gone high-handedness, that have now perpetrated this in a high-handed way, it's a reflection of the fact that the security services of the state have failed. So please help us juxtapose those scenarios. Hunting in a bus, 16 guns, and an area that was initially inundated by kidnappers. What should we have done better? And how, after those perpetrating these heinous acts are brought to book, what should be done to stem the tide of kidnapping in all of these areas?
Thank you very much, Rufai. You made a valid point, 16 guns, but let's look at it from the other perspective. Kidnappers will not bundle themselves into a commercial bus and put their guns as cargo while traveling. Basic interrogation, where are you coming from? We are coming from Port Harcourt, Elele. Where are you going to? We are going to Kano. What are you going to do? We are going for Salah. So what are you doing with these guns? We are hunters, we went to hunt. Even if the story is not credible, at least they had something to say and you could hear them. Hand over for investigation to verify the claims. I am happy you have condemned the killings. It is not justifiable. But a tragedy has happened and we need to look at it vis-a-vis the previous happenings in that axis, kidnapping. But I disagree with you when you said the government had done nothing. If you go through the records, you will see the head of the security, the state security corps, retired CP Friday Badin, in the recent past, when they combed bushes around that area and also arrested some people who were alleged to be kidnappers. Even though when I read the story and I heard that they were with guns, as I said, these people are hunters, they are not kidnappers. But let's be frank, somebody who is carrying a gun, even somebody who is a hunter, if he is predisposed to criminality, can kidnap if he has the opportunity. Because somebody a gun is pointed at, will not say it is just a gun. A gun that can kill an animal can also kill a human being. So yes, if the circumstances justifies and evidence abound that they are kidnappers, then they should be treated as such, but not through extrajudicial killing.
Thank you so much.
Instead, by proper arraignment before the court of law.
Yeah, I have a quick rebuttal. And even if they were kidnappers, what they ought to have done is have taken them to the court of law and we condemn that. See, sir, I don't just talk if I don't know what I'm saying. That's one thing about me. I have facts. The government have not done anything to stem the tide. Forget the arrest and going into bushes for optics. Let me read you one of the messages I got from that area.
You may say the government has not done enough.
No,
the government has not done enough. But to say they've not done anything, we're standing facts
let me read
on
you,
his head.
Let me read you one of the messages I got from this area. And these are constant messages I have. My hometown, Ugboha, is seriously under siege of herdsmen. Killing, raping, kidnapping. We cannot sleep with our eyes closed. We cannot even go to the farms anymore. Uromi, Ugboha Road has become a no-go area for kidnapping and killing, and it's a daily occurrence. And this has not abated though. No business activities going on in those areas. Life is now hopeless and at a standstill. It's a daily occurrence. So apart from the optics of going to the bush and arresting some people, no, the real problem had not been solved because it's a daily occurrence and I constantly get reports around that area constantly. People cannot go home. That's why I said they've not even done anything. Yes, you said they have gone to the bush, they've arrested people, but the problem had not been solved. There was action, but there was no solution. There was no
maybe
solution.
They've not done enough. Maybe they've not done enough. Maybe they've not done enough. Maybe they need to redouble their efforts. These reports you get, it will be good if you forward them to the Commissioner of Police anytime you receive them. Because the one you receive and you don't forward may not, people may have freer access to you than they have to the law enforcement.
With due respect, I also got another one while I was saying this now. Ikeke, around that area, if you go, because I've traveled all those areas, Ikeke is under attack. 5 people have been kidnapped in Ikeke.
Okay.
So we've not seen a lot, and I keep reporting all of this on my social media. So it's out there.
Mr. Adeoye, let's stay with the...
Please, forward to Commissioner of Police, not on social media.
Let's
if you want to get results, please forward to the authorities.
I've done that many times.
Mr. Adeoye, let's
Let's
stay with the subject of the
Dr.
discussion, which is the killing on the Uromi Ubiaja expressway. Now, I go back to the point I made about vigilante, all kinds of unauthorized security outfits. You were commissioner in Anambra State before you retired.
Yes.
Now, will you say that all these vigilante groups, all these security outfits not authorized showing up is because the Nigerian police has failed Nigerians? And then both the state governments and then also other people decide to take law into their hands and commit atrocities with a lot of impunity. If the Nigerian police itself was up and running, would this situation have been the case? What do you think is the problem?
Dr. Abati, when you want to assess failure, you will have to weigh what is available against the responsibilities. You have a country of 240 million people and a police force that is just 300,000. From that statistics alone, you know that a lot of areas will be uncovered. A huge segment of the population will be unpoliced. That is one. 2, you look at what are the logistics holding and the funding of these security agencies. It is said to whom much is given, much is expected. So when you want to assess failure, you need to assess what have you put in place and what empowerment is there for them to discharge their responsibilities. Then you weigh it against performance. It is then you can arrive at an objective, conclusion. So I think the Nigeria police is understaffed and underfunded, grossly so. We need to start looking at practical ways. Mr. President has done something in that regard by giving approval for the recruitment, rapid recruitment of personnel to beef up the strength of the force. I hope that is followed by better equipment and funding so that the spread can be better, the training more qualitative, and equipment enable them to do more than they do currently. Technology is available to enhance performance. If all these are deployed, I assure you, performance will be much better. But coming to the present, I and you, we are in agreement that a lot more needs to be done to enhance safety of life and property across the nation. Kidnapping is a menace in many jurisdictions, not just in Edo State and not just this occurrence. In many states across the country, when kidnapping started in the Niger Delta, way back, when expatriates were the targets for ransom, I said this thing that is starting and it's against expatriates and the locals are clapping, eventually it will become problem of the locals. We are there now. Kidnapping has become a lucrative business. Deliberate actions need to be taken to stem the tide. If death penalty is the punishment for armed robbery, taking somebody's property by force, I see no reason why kidnapping of a human being should attract less a penalty. So even though the world is running away from death penalty and we are stemming away from it, we have a peculiar problem. And only a strong deterrence can stem the tide. I advocate death penalty for kidnappers so that a strong warning will be sent to all that it is not just business, it is a deadly business. I also advocate that better synergy, communication, information sharing, and intelligence sharing be promoted among various agencies. It is disturbing that this incident happened at Uromi, and while it lasted, there was no intervention, not from police, not from civil defense, not from any agency. That is a cause for concern. More so in an area where Rufai pointed out that kidnapping has been rampant. Definitely it calls for martial action, and I hope the Commissioner of Police in Edo State, her area commanders, and the DPOs will get back to the drawing board and give the people the quality protection they richly deserve. And this is not a favor, it is a duty.
Okay, sir.
I am sure the Inspector General of Police will be on the matter, and I'm sure something will be done.
Okay, sir, before I let you go, you were once described, before you retired, as a billionaire commissioner of police in Anambra. You are now in retirement, so it's life in retirement with the billions, as they once described you. That's an aside.
Well, Dr. Abati, yes, you mentioned during my last appearance that your crew are in Anambra during the election to give us support and stuff. So I regard you as my friend. So I will not sue you. But I've sued Olusegun Adeniyi, who made that publication, telling the world that I said, and you quoted him, that I am a billionaire. I have never said so anywhere. I reiterate that. And Olusegun Adeniyi will have his day in court to show evidence. I've already sued him and he has been served. And they let him come to court with this day and show proof to the court that I actually said so. because he impugned my reputation. He created the impression that, well, I abdicated my responsibility and I was chasing filthy lucre, which is far from the truth. In retirement, life has been okay. I've been an investor all my life, and so retirement did not catch me unawares. You can see I have not aged much since the last time I came on your program. God has been faithful, and we are getting by.
I like that. What do you?
All right, retired Commissioner of Police, it's been a pleasure being in conversation with you, and we hope retirement continues to be kind to
Blame
you.
the government for what happened at Uromi. That what happened to Uromi, blame the government. You understand? Don't blame the people. Now, my mother is a butcher. Because of Fulani herdsmen, she no longer go to the north. Now, the Fulani people have mounted fear on the mind of everybody in Nigeria because they are the god that Nigeria is serving. Yes, what happened at Uromi is self-defense. Because I don't understand why a particular region can walk freely with daggers and with guns, but other people cannot walk freely with daggers and guns. A particular region in one country can walk with dagger. If a policeman sees that person, he will not do anything. But if an innocent Nigerian walks with dagger, they will harass that innocent Nigerian. It is unfair. You understand? And it's that time Nigerians are saying no. We are in Nigeria. Today is not the first time everybody is complaining of Fulani herdsmen. Fulani herdsmen, they go to people's farm, they destroy the crops of people, they rape people's wife, they even kidnap people, even kill people, say burn people alive. An innocent girl was killed in Sokoto because of what? What did she do? She just called the name of Allah. They said that she insulted Allah. They killed the innocent girl like that. Was justice up? No. Justice was not. Let's compare the sin of that girl, the crime of that girl, and the one the people committed, the 16 people that was killed. Which one look more bigger? Because these 16 people are carrying guns and ammunitions. This girl was carrying nothing. She was killed, and they made video and posted it online. And you think people are not scared? People are scared. We have cried enough. People have cried. The government is not hearing the cry of the people, and people are beginning to stand up for their rights. When you don't beat picking, so say you don't beat and you can't beat power inside the picking you can't stand up, they follow the papa, they fight. And that is what is happening. Nobody can travel to the north because of why? Fulani herdsmen. Now the Fulani herdsmen have made us see all Hausa people like they are Fulani herdsmen. That's what is happening in Nigeria currently now. We now see all Fulani Hausa people as Fulani. You think if not because we are serving one Christian, that a lot of people are Christian, that their God don't support killing. If they say me like doing word to word, a lot of the Hausas and Fulanis would have been dead by now. Because I don't see any reason why some group of region will come outside and be buying people in one country like they own the country like they rule the country. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. You are traveling, they can just harass you on the way and nobody will talk about it. Government will not talk about it. Are they the president? Are they the God we are serving in Nigeria? What happened at Uromi is self-defense. And those vigilantes did what any other vigilante team will do to secure their people. Not be today that they use that method. They enter people farm, they kill people. Do you know how many people Fulani people have killed? That guns. Let me ask you, if those people were not Fulani, that is another tribe, let's say that an Igbo person, Igbo people carrying those guns, will the story be that they are hunters? If the people were from south and they are carrying those guns, will the story be that they are hunters? So why is it that it's because it's Hausa person and they are hunters? Is it only Hausa people that are doing hunting? Same way they carry dagger, let everybody be carrying dagger like that. Now here we say the Hausa person carry it for bike. If you do anything, he just stab you. They walk around with daggers. Are they the real Nigerians? Are we half caste? Are we half caste? Or you think the people are not seeing? Everybody is seeing and everybody is tired. I'm sure I'm speaking the mind of every Nigerian. We are tired. People cannot travel to north, and that's why the northern side is still looking local because nobody wants to go there because of fear. Kaduna, now you're not hearing what is happening in Kaduna. Now today they terrorize all those places, and then you call those people hunters. Do they look like hunters? Is it today the first time hunters are traveling? Hunters. So they did not see there is no bush in the northern side. Why will you even leave your own land and go to another person's land and be hunting freely in another person's land, hunting there? If not be saying that because of say what don't spoil for you, if you go on another person's land, go the hunt. You go there and then in the name of hunting, you start sleeping with their women and killing people, kidnapping people, and you call it this thing that the government is being partial, and that is just the truth. The government is being partial. My mom no longer go to north to go and buy cow because of why? The Fulani herdsmen. And you have mounted the government have mounted hatred on the mind of the other Nigerians against northern people. Now we see a normal Hausa person is like Fulani herdsmen. To me, I don't even want them coming close to my compound because of what the government have done. If you want to blame people, blame the government. The government is the reason why all of this are happening. Not be today people don't they cry. People have been crying. Do you know how many people they have killed? I don't understand the religion that want to force his religion on everybody, and if you don't accept it, they will want to harass you. What kind of religion is that one? Come online now because of this thing. Go to the comment section of every video and see the way they are threatening Nigerians. Do you people actually think Nigerians are idiots, are dumb people? Or if the Nigerians decide to stand up for their rights, can you all fight the Nigerians? Mind when a lot of Nigerians get, many of our people not get them. There are people that in this Nigeria that are ready to sponsor weapons and they will fight to the end. A lot of us are serving a peaceful God and we are serving a peaceful religion and a peaceful culture. That's why we don't do a lot of nonsense. Come online, see the way they are threatening people. If Nigeria really starts this work, do you think a lot of them can survive? Or is the whole of Hausa people, is the whole northern people much than the other region of Nigeria? In a country whereby there is freedom to religion, one particular religion will be forcing its religion on people all in the name of Fulani and Hausa, and everybody is looking at it like that.